Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So integrate this by substitution. So the hard part of this is in deciding on how to make the substitution. So you might have to stare at this for a while, and hopefully it will come to you. You just got to use your gut instinct. Just stare at this for a while and decide on how to make your substitution. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, if you stare at this for a while, hopefully you can hopefully you can see something like this with a 1 on top. Well, if you differentiate 1 over x, if you differentiate 1 over x, it will give you negative 1 over x squared. You see this squared here? If you start out with this, okay, visualize this as this. So if you differentiate this, so this would go down here, so that would give you the negative 1 here, and then the whole bubble here stays intact. So this whole bubble here stays intact, and then this gets minus by 1, and then that's minus by 1. But then you've got to use the chain rule and times the derivative of this thing here. So the derivative of this thing here would be this. And then don't forget, within this bubble there's another bubble here, so you've got to times the derivative of this. Well, the derivative of this, so visualize this as being like this. If you differentiate it, it will give you this thing here. So hang on. So starting out, so when you differentiate this, it will give you this whole thing here. And notice that this whole thing here, hang on. So if you start out with this, so that's if you start out with this and differentiate it, it will give you this thing here. But then if you look at this thing here, this will cancel out with, well, later on you can see it pairs up. This will pair up with this, and this here will pair up with this later on. We can make the adjustment. I know there's a 2 there, but we can make the adjustment later on. And then this bit here is really 1 over sine squared of root theta. You see, the hard part is in spotting this, so you might have to stare at this for a while. So to do this, let u equals this. So we later on we're going to get 1 over u. Well, to do this here, let u equals, hang on. So to do this here, let u equals sine root x. So we're saying let u equals this thing here. Okay, so even though we've got a sine squared here, we're going to start out with 1 over u, and then later on when we differentiate it, it will give us this squared later on. Okay, so let u equals this thing here. So hang on, let's start again. So we're trying to integrate this. So let u equals sine root theta. Well, if u equals this, then du equals this thing here. Okay, and then rearrange it. So d theta equals this thing here. So now if you put this into here, and then put the u into here, then this whole thing here will become this. Okay, so now you can see that this will cancel out with this, and this will cancel out with this. We've still got a 2 hanging around. So, well, this whole complicated thing here becomes this. Okay, so visualize this thing as this, and then integrate it now. So that will be this, and then blah blah blah. The overall answer will be this. Okay. Next question here. So integrate this by substitution. So press pause and have a go. Okay. So to do this, let u equals this thing here, because if you look at, well, hopefully you should stare at this for a while, and hopefully you can see that if you looking at this, if you differentiate this, it will give you it will later create a squared for you. It will later, Well, it will, well, to do this here, let u equals this, and if u equals this, then du equals this, and blah blah blah. So dx equals this thing here. So let's put this into here. Okay, and then you can see later on that this, and then put u into this bit here. Okay, so making the substitution, this whole thing here will become this. Okay, and then now you can see that this would cancel out with this. You still got a negative here, so that's this negative here, and then visualize the square root as this. Okay, and then now it's a matter of integrating this. So on a side note, when you try and integrate this, you are really looking for something. You are looking for something in such a way that when you differentiate it, it will give you this thing here. So why not start out with this being 1 above this thing here? So why not start out with 2 minus u, and then 1 above this? That will be 3 over 2. So if you differentiate this, so start out with this, and then if you differentiate it, it will give you this. Notice that this thing here matches up with this, this matches up with this, and this matches up with this. The only thing left is you negating this thing. So make the adjustment to our initial guess. Our initial guess was this thing here. So we need to negate this. So the way we do that would be to make the adjustment to our initial guess, which would be 2 over 3. You see, if you integrate this, it will be 2 over 3 times blah blah blah. It would be this thing here. So if you integrate this, it will give you this. Okay, so now we just need to put the u back into here. So that would then take you to here. So the overall answer would be this. Okay.